Hi there, my name's Dave, and today we're going to be tasting some Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio from Italy. In fact, it is from the Friuli Venezia Giulia region of Italy. This is a 2020 Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio Ramato, and I'll tell you what Ramato means in a second. On sale right now for $24 at the BC liquor store until the end of March. Friuli Venezia Giulia is in the northeastern part of Italy at the top of the boot. And Venice, even though Venice's name in Italian is Venezia, is actually not in the region. It's just across the border from the region. The region has a Roman origin since at least 200 BC and a fairly long history of making wines, which is not surprising because they say that some of the greatest white wines of Italy are made in the FVG area. There are 10 DOCs and 4 DOCGs. Remember, DOCGs are even above, a little higher. This is from one of the 10 DOCs. And there are 30 different wine varieties in the region of FVG, or Friuli Venezia Giulia. The Friuli DOC was established in 2016. Now, this is a Pinot Grigio, and I know that many of you know that Pinot Grigio and Pinot Gris are the same grape, but if you don't, that's fine. It's kind of confusing. The difference between Pinot Grigio and Pinot Gris is Pinot Gris, which there's lots more of in the Okanagan, is made in a sweet manner, has a bit of a spicy tropical fruit aroma, has lower acidity and higher alcohol, and has a nice rich texture. So that's Pinot Gris. Pinot Grigio, exactly the same grape, but made in a different style. And it is more popular worldwide than Pinot Gris, which surprised me because I see so much Pinot Gris in the Okanagan. It is lighter bodied, crisp, clean, and vibrant, and has citrus flavors. So that's the difference between Pinot Gris, which I drink a fair bit, and Pinot Grigio, which I don't drink that much because we just don't have that much access to it in the Okanagan at least. Now, there are many, many, many Pinot Grigios available from Italy at your local liquor store. But this particular one is as I said, is a Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio Ramato. And Ramato is a different style. But wait, we're not there yet. So the first thing they say is this wine is produced by Sun Goddess. It says produced with love and passion from sun-kissed vineyards owned by the Fontanelle family in Friuli Venezia Giulia, where the peculiar microclimate and the precious terroir guarantee premium quality wines. That's not my words, that's from the company. And these words are also not mine. They're from Mary J. Blige, the musician who is making this wine in cooperation with the Fontanelle family. And she says, the name Sun Goddess evokes powerful childhood memories that I carry with me today. I've always loved the sun, and as a child, I always tried to capture the sun's warmth and energy. It was magical to me, and it's with that spirit that my sister began calling me Sun Goddess. Sun Goddess struck me as the perfect name as it connects my real life, conveys the connection between nature and the personality of wines I enjoy the most, combined with my style and that of Fontanelle, which is, of course, the name of the family that produces this. So, not a lot of wines have such a strong celebrity connection, and it's not actually on the actual label that it has anything to do with Mary J. Blige, but it is, unless that's her picture there. But it is definitely on the website. So maybe that is her. So why is it called Ramato? It's because when Pinot Grigio grapes are crushed and the skins are allowed to spend time with the juice. A coppery hue results and it creates some texture, some interesting texture in the wine. And this wine style is called Ramato, and it comes from the word rame, which means copper in Italian. So this wine is blush colored, sort of orangey blush. It is from the Friuli DOC. The estate is actually in Torriano Spilimberga, which is, as I said, right by that, in that map, it's right by the number 12. The grapes were grown on gravel soil at about 400 meters, and the average age of the vines was about 25 years old. The vines are guyot trained and harvested at the beginning of September. Again, there is some skin contact because this is an orange wine or a Ramato wine. And then there's fermentation, and then it's sat in steel tanks for 4 months. So this wine, they say on the website, is good as an aperitif or pairs with hors d'oeuvres, charcuterie, soup, or risotto, which I'm a big fan. So let's give this wine a try. Sure. All right, so it's called Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio Ramato, and I said I would tell you what that's about. Well, when Pinot Grigio grapes are crushed and the skins are allowed to spend time with the juice, a teasing, tactile, and coppery hue results in a distinct wine called Ramato. It comes from the word rame, which means copper in Italian. So this is, if we made this in the Okanagan, we might call this an orange wine because having skin contact with white grapes is what we call orange wine. But they're calling it Ramato. Maybe it's not as much skin contact, or maybe it is exactly the same as orange wine. But we'll find out when we taste this 2020 Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio. So my most difficult part about this for me was trying to assess the color because it's weird. But I said very pale salmon because I think it has a bit of a salmony tinge to it, but I don't know how accurate that is. And it was clear. Nose clean, medium aroma, intensity. I got lemon and lime and grapefruit right away, like the citrus. Those citrus aromas really were strong. Then as I sniffed some more, I got a little bit of some peach and some pear, but just a hint of those. Maybe some honey, because there's some sort of like some honey sweetness. A little bit of the herbally smell that might be eucalyptus, and sort of I don't know if I want to say spiciness, but almost like a sort of almost like flint. I don't know if it's stretching here, but I almost there's something underlying there that's a little spiciness. I don't know if spicy is the right word, but flint seemed to come to mind when I was smelling it. It was interesting. Like I always find too, the first time the first sip is always so strong, and it seems so acidic to me at first, but after a while it was like, okay, my taste buds are acclimatizing. I said dry, medium alcohol, and it is 12.5%, so it's right in the middle of medium. I said medium plus acidity at first, but then I scaled it down to medium after a couple sips. Medium minus body, I thought it was fairly light bodied, which is fine. That's what it's supposed to be. Medium plus intensity, though. I thought the flavors were quite, they're not super complicated, but they're nice and strong, and they seem to be nicely balanced. I quite like that. And I thought it was medium length. I tasted lemon, lime, grapefruit again, pear and peach, and I also tasted some apricot. So there was more of a roundness than I thought there would be. 'Cause a lot of Pinot Grigios that I have are so acidic that I don't enjoy them, or they taste like like lemon water. This had some nice other stuff happening to it. Oh. I thought it was quite food friendly, like I'm having some cheese. So I thought food friendly, balanced, The length was fine. Intensity was great. The complexity is okay. It's a simple wine. There's not a lot to it. So I rated it as, even though it's a little pricey, I thought it was good to very good. I thought it was in between there.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way of describing it.
Yeah. If you are looking into booking a wine tour of the Okanagan next year, and you are interested in a customizable, flexible, and completely private wine tour in the comfort of your own vehicle, please check out the link below in the comments.